Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we are going to look at the significance of your name, or the name you give to your child, or the name you give to your company. Firstly, I will encourage that after listening to the message of today, write your name on a piece of paper and say it loud. Listen attentively to yourself as you say it. What impression do you derive from it? What signals does your name send out to the world? What does it imply to the world? To those who read the Bible, they will agree with me that naming a child biblically, it is important that you give an appropriate name. Those who read Quran, they will also agree with me that naming a child is so important. The Quran emphasizes that when a child is born, a boy or a girl, that child has 3 rights from his or her parents, especially the father. One of the rights is that he is given an appropriate and good name. Those who read the Torah emphasize that God gave human beings the ability and power to name, just as God separated light from darkness, and he separated dry land from water. Parents should do the same when they name their children. A name is your identity. It is what people call you. It is what you respond to. Your name is what you understand about yourself. From the day you are born, you are assigned this identifier. I am not talking about nicknames, but I'm talking about the name given to you by your parents, or a name you give to your child as a parent, or a name you give to your business. A name can have a negative psychological effects on its bearer. Your name may unconsciously influence your thinking. Your name may unconsciously influence your decision making. Let me borrow from the Bible. A man named Nabal. The name Nabal means a fool. Nabal was a wealthy man, but he refused to give away just 1 sheep out of millions he had, and that nearly destroyed his entire generation. Your name may influence your career. The name Delilah, meaning a seductive and treacherous woman. Often, women with the name Delilah, they just live the life that reflect and reveal their name. Your name may influence your success, your career. Let us look at this name, Asha. Asha means fortune, means success. And often, people with the name Asha, they live their name. As I have mentioned, names shape our identity. In most cases, we allow people to pronounce our names wrong, which affect the power of the name your parents bestowed upon you. Let's look at the name Lucretia. Lucretia, often people mispronounce as Lucretia. And Lucretia means success and wealth. It is a beautiful name. Stay true to your name and refuse to be called by a wrong name. Often, in a graceful manner, I will correct people when they call us Beatitudes Psychology Center. We are Beatitudes Psychology Center because I know the importance of the name Beatitudes. So, allowing people to pronounce your name wrong may affect your destiny. Your name influences your personal identity, and your personal identity is tied to your self-worth. Self-worth is how you see yourself represented on earth. There are parents who name their children Donkey, which means donkey in English. Other parents name their children Chweni, meaning monkey. This is real examples. The one named Chweni, the one that I know, he doesn't have self-confidence. His esteem is zero. They tend to live exactly their names. Your name is an anchor point of your identity. It's a determining factor in personality development. Your name sends a signal to the world. So as we name our business, our children, let us give them good names and appropriate names. From the cultural point of view, different cultures have different rules for naming their children. When I was doing a study preparing for this topic of today, I learned that in South Korea, some parents bring in experts to incorporate a child saju, meaning fortune, into the child's name. I also learned that in China, some names are comprised of a monosyllabic surname followed by a given name. The monosyllabic surname reflects the parent's future expectation of the child. Let us look at how parents name in Africa. In Africa, some parents name their children after traumatic events that took place around the birth of a child, or name a child after the psychological effects of the trauma that the parents went through and remained wounded. The name Madimabe, it means misfortune. In certain parts of Africa, some parents choose certain names because they reflect the hopes and aspiration they have for their children. A beautiful name like Mahlatsi. Some parents in Africa name their children according to the record of circumstances around the birth of the child. Circumstances can be good, can be challenging, but let us take a beautiful name, Motlalipula, the one who brings rain. These people tend to bring rain wherever they go. Not rain in terms of rain that is raining water, but rain that rain beautiful things in the lives of others around them. Then what happened if you have named your child a bad name? What happened if you have given your company an inappropriate name? What happened if your parents gave you a bad name? You can rename or give yourself a new name. Giving yourself a new name reflects the start of a new life. It reflects new goals and aspiration. We can call it new mission and new purpose. Abram, I am borrowing again from the Bible. He remained Abram until he was 95 years old. His life reflected his name, Abram. After he was renamed Abraham, meaning ancestor of many nations, his destiny changed. Jacob, I'm also borrowing from the Bible. His name means someone who snatched from others. When you follow the story of his life, he was just someone who kept stealing, snatching from others until his name was changed to Israel and he became Israel. As I close with a question for you. What name will you use from today? Thank you and have a blessed day.